Hello everybody and welcome back to Thea, the Awakening. We're back. It has been a little while since I've played, so I just went around and got a little bit of my bearings, did a few inventory and assessing things, and we are going to hop on right back in. So I believe last episode we cleared out the orcs that were down here that had taken over the people's settlement. We stole a bunch of wood and stuff from them, so we've got a bunch of that in our inventory right now. I believe we got a bunch of elven wood, some dried wood, we got some granite and quartz, and we got a whole load of stuff that we need to bring back to base. So that is kind of what we're going to be up to. I think this episode is what we're going to do. I really want to come over here and clear some of this, but unfortunately what it looks like we're going to have to do, because of how much inventory weight, because of how much weight we can carry, we're going to have to come up to Wolf's Paw. We'll do a little bit more scouting, explore this area along this lake, come up to Wolf's Paw, and I think we're going to grab the twins we have in here, Yutvari and Yadvig. I think we will grab both of the twins into our party to go up here and do the divine quest, and then come back to the cosmic tree stuff. But I really want to do this divine quest, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave the dragon spider here in Wolf's Paw until after the divine quest and the cosmic tree, and then we might redo our expeditions a little bit and see what there is around. So we got some fish right there, so I think we're gonna make camp and actually gather some fish. As long as we don't gather so much that we can't hold anything else, we should be good. So there we go. Expedition will get some fish and we'll go. Our blessed tree symbol is still being made over in Wolf's Paw, so we got that to look forwards to. We are still under our weight, which is exactly what I wanted. So we got some bird meat and wood, and let us continue our move forward. So we'll move here onto this mountain. That will be the end of our movement. So next turn we should be able to get most of the way, if not all the way. So go ahead. I believe the blessed tree symbol has 2 turns? 3 turns. Whoop. Just spaz a little bit. There is an unliving nest of 4 skull over there. We'll have to take that out. And in Abomination Army Lair. Ooh, that's interesting. That will be interesting to see. All right. Can we get all the way up? We have 7 movements. We cannot, but we can get most of the way. So let's go ahead, take our 7 movements, and end one more turn. And morning has fully come. So now we hop on over to Wolf's Paw and go into inventories, give them all that wood, give them this wood and this wood, and we're gonna take I want to have, let's say, 60 turns of wood. Should be more than enough. We can drop off all of our metals, possibly use those to make some awesome stuff. The granite, the quartz, leather, bones, just everything. Just go over there. There we go. The fish can go. The bird meat. The exotic fruit. We'll keep the meat. We'll keep the nuts. We'll keep the herbs. I'm gonna give these weapons over there. All the weapons and armor we're not currently using. And then we're gonna do a little quick work with our people who are in the village to give them better stuff. And that is everything. So you just have to go and check on food again real quick. Make sure we are stocked up. You can have all the meatballs. Take that. Take all of those. Make sure you've got 50. Make sure you've got 60. Make sure you've got 60. That is all the meals we have prepared. So I believe everything else is going to have to be turned into food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 1, 2, 3. So we're good on food, it looks like. Alright, got a good variety. Alright, hop on into equipment at the village real quick. So, Yadvig, your sword is 7 and 6. We got 7 and 5, and we got 8 and 6, but no poison. So we'll keep the poison damage. So that's fine. What about shields, real quick? Shield's the same there. That shield is worse. This one is better. You can go ahead and take that shield. As for armor, your current armor is 10. This will be 16 and 3 shield, which you can definitely hold. Okay. You have nothing else. We have nothing else to give you. You have an awesome sword, so you can keep your sword. As for shield, your shield is actually good, so you can keep your shield, and your armor is good. Alright, so Yutvari and Yadvig, you guys are going to join our expedition. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Does mean we have more mouths to feed over here, but we'll be able to hold on to that, I believe. So we got 2 gatherers, we got 6 warriors, our goblin warrior, who I still has yet to name, and our medic. So there's our expedition. And I think this will be a very strong expedition. But like I said, after we take care of this stuff over here, we may have to do some reworking on those. But until then, let us send these guys out. Now, quickly before we end our turn, I want to make sure production hasn't been stunted. Nope, still 1 turn. And actually, I'm wondering if I pull you off, it is 2 turns, so we want to keep you there. Ooh, the spider actually has 1. If I do that, pull you off. Nope, still 2 turns. Yeah, we'll put the spider there. It's a pack animal, at the very least, for now. 1 turn for the blessed tree symbol, which will be awesome. And let us go. And the blessed tree symbol has been completed, which has given us blessings and stuff. I don't remember exactly what, but we have it. So Curse of Darkness gets removed from us. I know that's one thing it does. It removes Curse of Darkness, so I don't know exactly what that is going to mean for us. And our blessings on our people who are here stick around, which is awesome. So now we can hop on over into production, get this sword underway, and queue up some food. So what do we got? We got fish, we got exotic fruit. If we do fish and meat, what's that? Yeah, let's make some of that. Just make sure, yeah, they're not eating any of the new stuff. So there's that. We also want to queue up some vegetables and exotic fruit. I said vegetables, and that gives us another thing. So we can queue up. Let's go with 6 of those. Yeah, 5. Let's just throw you there because we can. So we'll make all of those that we can. We will also queue up 1 more before we go, which is going to be bird meat, regular meat, wood, jerky. That makes jerky. What if we do bird meat and fish? Makes that. What if we do meat and bird meat? Ooh, yes, make that. And then we'll make 1 of those, or 8 of those, and yeah, okay. So we got another black sword because I want a little bit more science. And let us head off towards the Divine Quest. So, there's straw there. I don't really want straw. Straw's pretty crappy. So, let's just move as far as we can. So, right there. We'll avoid the Cosmic Tree until after the Divine Quest. So, yeah, end turn. Alright. So, we go ahead and head on over. Can we get all the way over there? No, it doesn't look like it. Forwards. Move forwards. And move forwards. Okay. We are almost to the Divine Quest. We'll get there next turn. Hop on in here. He's actually gonna have gone... Nope, he still has one more turn there. I just wanna... You know what? Queue up a second one of those, so I can get some more science. Alright, end turn.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in,
Aha!
but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Fantastic. So, we determined after the twins grew up, I wanted to get another gatherer for, so that we could send an expedition out and do that. So we're going to get a gatherer now, and then when we get back from the Divine Quest and the Cosmic Tree and we rework, we'll have an extra gatherer that we can send to gather stuff. So
becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole...
So we got Marigoniva, Marigoniva, Marigoniva. I don't know. Interesting. What's her stats? Let's take a look at her real quick before we do our Divine Quest. So, she's got 6 Gather, which is really good, actually. 9 damage, 7 will. She has 7 willpower. Wow. 1 faint. So, that's pretty cool. 4 speech. 2 intellect. 1 herbalism. To collect and use herbs. It is used in sneaking challenges. Cool. Well, Marigoniva. Let's see. I need to give you some armor real quick. Some fairly light armor would be better. Yeah. So go ahead, take that for your armor. And she has no dex, so that's not very good. Here, take this spear for now, just so you have some stuff to defend yourself. Alright, and now we go and do this Divine Quest.
You find the remains of an old town, built in solid stone, with a large central building that even in its crumbled and rotting state looks very impressive. Like many such places, you feel the cold draft of the ever-present dark mist, lurking in every corner. You see a faint light coming from one of the towers in the central building, and you know this is where you must go.
Investigate.
You enter the old building, and soon realize it must have been a place of great knowledge, as even in the entrance hall, there are vast shelves with remnants of books on them. Indeed, as you go in deeper, you find a rusted shield with the words, "The pen is mightier than the sword, and the sword of knowledge defeats any foe." Before you make another step, you are met by a hooded stranger. "Welcome to the Grand University of Cracovia. How may I be of assistance?" he chimes, as if nothing was awry in the world.
Who are you, and why are you still here? It doesn't look hospitable. Grand University, I think we've met one of your fellows in a tower. Ignore the person and go straight to the staircase. I'm pretty sure we talked to a guy from here in the tower.
Ah, yes. You must be referring to Professor Common from the Human Advances Department. He's been listed as being on a sabbatical in an old tower for almost a century now.
Yep.
Or perhaps you speak of his esteemed colleague, Professor Hufker? He too likes towers, although he has been reprimanded for using illegal magic, you know. You may want to go up and speak to the board if your interest lies in either professor's field.
This place is in ruins. Are you insane?
If you have a complaint in regards to our facilities, I will report it to maintenance. So, where can I direct you?
We're fine. We'll find our own way, thanks. Leave the strange guy and continue to explore.
You leave the man behind and have a look around. You find many of the old corridors and rooms collapsed or sealed up. The stairway up seems good enough to climb.
Well, let's go up.
You go upstairs and find many more empty, eerie rooms, filled with rotten bookshelves and destroyed books, laboratories with smashed equipment, and lecture rooms with decaying tables and the stench of death. But as you enter one such lecture room, you see that at the center, by a large round table, sit 6 people dressed in academic gowns.
We're gonna approach the table and say hello.
One of the figures at the table turns to you, and for a second you see only a skull. But then you blink, and an old man's face stares at you. Hello there. I see you have come seeking answers, yes? How did you find us? We were cursed long ago, never to be found by a living soul. And
Well,
I dare say you look alive.
Yeah, we are alive. Our gods told us to come here.
Ah,
Our god.
so they are finally strong enough to try and regain their powers, and so they send you to seek answers.
Yes, you're correct. So, what do you know of it?
In short, we were the ones who took the power of the Pantheon to ensure our colleagues could burn the cosmic tree without interference.
So you guys took power away from the gods? You took power from the gods. You're kidding, right?
It was not easy, nor done without the aid of powerful and evil magic, but it was done. Each god you see had their own duty, their domain, and it was both their strength and their weakness. By hitting them all at once, we also didn't give them a chance to aid each other as they normally would.
Yeah, so why did you do it? Why did you burn the tree and hurt the gods?
Well, that's a funny story in itself, I suppose. We were tricked by the Human Advancement Department. We were presented with false data to suggest that the gods were about to destroy all life, that they'd grown arrogant and wanted to wipe Thea of humans to create a new, more obedient kind. Anyway, it was all a lie, and those who knew the real reason are no longer with us.
So you pretty much destroyed Thea for a theory that turned out to be bullocks.
Yeah, in hindsight, it all seems rather ridiculous. But you don't know how it is when you're in the zone. And it was a good theory in principle. I mean, there is no definite proof that the gods didn't plan our demise.
You said you used dark magic?
Our plans were cosmically big, as it were. And so we needed help. Help that a few would be willing to give, and even less capable enough to provide.
Yeah.
A mage arrived on our doorstep, offering all the right answers. Even after we figured he was the famed Dark Lord, banished ages ago in the Great War of the Eye in the Westerlands. We still couldn't say no. It was him or nothing.
So, faced with working with an entity so evil that it almost devoured our world more than once, on more than one continent, you thought it will all be fine, and you said you were a professor.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We knew we were working with evil, but the pursuit of knowledge, of understanding, the very notion we could defy the gods, it was glorious. I think the Dark Lord didn't even break a sweat convincing us.
Disgusting. And you're telling us no one realized what you were up to?
There were suspicions. Some gods even took notice, but the Dark One was clever and diverted their gaze every time, building a fake army in his old stronghold and sending out omens of his return worldwide. This was step 1 of our plan. This was how we would trap the Supreme Gods.
The Supreme Gods?
Yes, like Perun and Mokosh in the Easterlands, every land in Thea had their own. They needed to be broken first, else their power would protect the others. Mokosh we could not lure away. She is wise and careful. But Perun, well, let's just say he was keen to go into battle. Very keen.
So did Zorya drop her duties of guardianship to join the upcoming war?
Zorya is nothing if she is not honorable and valiant. The world-devouring beast Simargl could not be held at bay by any other in the Pantheon. When Perun was called away to fight the Dark Lord, he commanded his son Svarog to bring his hammer down on the looming darkness. Zorya, as the dutiful daughter that she remains, was charged with holding the divine throne while the battle took place. We used that distraction to break the beast Simargl's chain, and in truth, even we did not fully comprehend what we unleashed.
Yeah, because world-devouring beast is not clue enough. So the beast is loose. Did it take Zorya's power?
In short, yes. The huntress scoured the skies and found Simagl, still held by her stellar restraints. They fought. Stars fell and the night sky trembled. The beast managed to steal much of the goddess's power, but Zorya was victorious.
That's good.
Alas, before she could shackle Simagl once more, the cosmic tree was burned, and instead of staying safe with the stars, she chose to fall down to Thea and guard her people. Simagl destroyed much of Thea during the first years of darkness, but then he went quiet and none know why.
So how do we get her power back?
You need to find and shackle the beast, of course. Go to the place where we've trapped an ancient oracle. She will give you the answers you seek.
Right, so where to?
Before I tell you, we must ask a favor. We have been cursed to stay here, neither alive nor dead, for eternity, as punishment for our actions. A sentence we accepted with grace and understanding. It is not often you get to destroy the world and nearly kill off gods. However, we wish to be freed now.
Why would we help you?
Because you need our help. Because you're merciful. Because you believe we paid enough. I could show you several papers we wrote about this subject. In any case, choose your reason.
Oh, yeah, the fact that you're using your information as leverage for your release means you've learnt nothing.
Yes, many of us share your enthusiasm for the punishment. We are tormented by our faults, believe me. But to be stuck like this forever. If you kill us, we will only suffer the pain of death. But eventually we will return, marked by another scar. But if you use your connection to the gods to break our curse, perhaps we can be released.
So, you have sanctioned Thea to death, and worse yet, you have taken arms against our gods. You shall suffer the punishment that you are sentenced to give us the location or suffer a death. Your crimes are despicable, your arrogance beyond measure, and your stupidity is in trusting dark forces goes beyond any measure. But your fate seems dire, and there is little point in more suffering in this world. Give us the location. We will then think about releasing you. We're going to go with option number 2.
The old man nods, his face twisted in a mixture of fear and sadness. I have imprinted the location you seek in your minds. You will find it whenever you seek it.
Awesome. So we've got our location. So now we've got a couple options to go through, but we have reached the end of this episode, sadly. So I'm going to leave this episode here and then continue on in the next episode. So if you guys want to know what I'm going to do to these guys, then tune in next time. But anyway, that's going to be where I'm going to leave this episode. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Till then, guys, bye-bye.